here we have Fruity Waffles on the left side on the screen, and we have ShadowKnilMaster on the right side on the screen. Yeah, exactly, just like Fruity Waffles said, in Ninja Village, the favorite part of the run of everybody. Am I right? I mean, I've only heard good things throughout the tournament. Like, there's been a lot of people here in the booth doing commentary, and I know particularly, I think Assassin Naga, it's the Ninja Village specialist, but I know that pretty much everybody loves. Like, honestly, like we should do a Ninja Village tournament next time around. I think that would be good if we do a Ninja Village percent tournament where I guess the winner, because a lot of people might actually be tied, the winner is going to actually be decided based, I suppose, on who gets more coins. I guess is that the rules for the next tournament? 2 out of 3, who gets more coins total, or something like that. It's gonna be the next tournament here in GG Speedruns Ninja Village percent. But anyways, neither here and there. I didn't see the count. I didn't play the minigame. That's the only one thing I have to do on Ninja Village, and that's the one thing that I don't do. Okay, whatever. We're gonna be moving on into Bamboo Creek, where the actual run does start. Yeah, Ninja Village is pretty much a glorified cutscene, I suppose, where, believe it or not, you can actually lose time, I guess, based on the text configuration that you have on your game, or I guess you could lose like a frame, or if you forget to hold down on the cutscene when you're talking with your sensei. Again, there's places where you can potentially lose a little bit of time, but okay. So this is where the actual run starts here in Autumn Hills. So we're gonna be seeing these two runners slapping the Kappa. That's right. A little bit of a counterintuitive strategy in this game is when you hit these green Kappas, you actually get a little bit of a boost to the opposite side of where you're hitting them. So when you turn back to the left to hit them and then immediately hold right, you actually get a little bit of an extra speed, even though, again, it's a little bit counterproductive because you want to hold right? And yep, you end up like going a little bit faster. It's not a lot of speed, but it's a tiny little bit of more speed for a few seconds, which actually end up adding up. They really do end up adding up in the long run. You can see like really fast ninja villages. I don't know, like probably like even 10 to 12 seconds faster from slapping the Kappa in a proper way compared to non-slapping the Kappa or failing to do so. All right, let's have a look here on what they're going to be getting. They're going to be getting the damage boost here, and they're going to be going... Okay, oh, Fruity Waffles have to bail on that one. Understandable. Those spikes do 3 damage. If there's something that you do properly or something like that, or you're feeling like you're not gonna make it, it's honestly like fair to just slow down because you don't want to die. You lose a lot of time on this game by dying, and I guess you especially don't want to die in the first level of the game, or technically the second, I suppose. This is where you gotta get rid of the nerves. You gotta get that feeling, those jumping. This is a very movement heavy, like very precise movement speed run. So you really want to shake up those nerves, start again to get the hang out of it, especially in Autumn Hills, because it's a place where you have the less upgrades. It's a little bit less technical than when you start getting other upgrades and more movement options. So this is definitely the part. Okay, we got both tower skips. Nicely done by 2 of our runners here tonight. Very nicely done. Another thing that these 2 runners are going to have to keep into consideration throughout almost half of the run, it's the amount of time shards they actually have. So time shards is the currency that you can see on the top right corner on the screen. We can see 85 on Fruity Waffles and 75 on ShadowKnilMaster. He's probably a little bit low right now. Or Fruity Waffles is just wealthy, super wealthy right now. And yeah, that's going to be very important because there's going to be some forced store stops where you get like, again, like some upgrades that the game just gives to you. And you want to take advantage of those as well to buy some other upgrades that are going to be really helping you throughout your run. Mainly, right now in Autumn Hills, before the first boss, you want to arrive to the store with at least 130 time shards, and that's gonna allow you to be able to buy both the shurikens as well as the other upgrade that I don't know its name. But what it does is that mainly if you get hit midair, you can just click a button, click the jump button, and you're gonna recover midair. You don't have to wait up until you hit the ground to be able to recover. Both of those extremely useful for many different reasons. I mean, shurikens, they do damage, and they also allow you to hit enemies on the distance. And well, the other one, the recovery option, is just helps you to take some damage boosts and just recover and be able to keep your way. Again, both very important upgrades. We see ShadowKnilMaster actually buying them too right now. No problemo with the number of shards, and we're gonna be seeing the 2 purchases properly done by the 2 runners. Now, we're gonna be seeing some scary strats, Scary Teddy, or whatever the name is of that strat. I don't think so. ShadowKnilMaster still getting a little bit close there. Nicely done, killing that boss in a single cycle. Fruity Waffles got to do the same thing, otherwise it's gonna be about like a 10-second time loss. It's not hard to fail, but every so often, like the easiest way to do that is just mash your attack as soon as you can. Like, just keep mashing before the cutscene starts, and you should be fine. And start running to the right as soon as the cutscene lets you move. And once you start hitting the boss, just throw your 3 shurikens without stopping the attack mashing, and you should be fine. Okay, a little bit of a Phoebe King here is gonna greet us into our way into Catacombs. Catacombs is probably my favorite part of the run. There is something about this being cycle-based that I really enjoyed. I think the movement here is pretty fun, in my opinion. And there's a few tricks that just feel good to pull off in this section. Let's see what we can see. A little bit of a gauntlet right now in the ShadowKnilMaster. Give me just a second. I'm going to be seeing if I can change the audio of these players. All right, so I didn't see if ShadowKnil went for the bot scratch. Fruity didn't went for it. A little bit of the longer cycle rooms. Usually on that room, you normally don't lose time because you usually bonk against that wall, like the second to the last moving wall or moving trap right there, contraption. But yeah, it's a very interesting room as well to navigate. Here we go, going down. You gotta be careful here, but you also gotta be fast. Oh, is he gonna bail? Yeah. ShadowKnilMaster deciding to bail right there. Again, like the moment that you see something not going your way on that room, it's okay to bail again, because if you don't properly do the wall bounce, if it feels like it might be a little bit tight, you can just die. Like that is not even damage. You just die. So it's okay. It's okay to bail out in things like that. A little bit of the red kappas, getting that extra HP to be able to take another damage boost a little bit later. Oh, that's going to be dangerous. Like, ShadowKnilMaster still can do the damage boost, but first we're going to be seeing the Badonk attempt. Let's have a look here. Oh, missing the slash to be able to activate the Cloud Step to attempt the Badonk. This is a moment where Fruity Waffles can actually gain some time back from so far, almost potentially like tying things up. Oh, he got the Cloud Step, not being able to properly use it. He's gonna have to watch the cutscene as well. He's gonna have to watch Rustin invoking these 3 little mages, and he's gonna have to get rid of them. Oh, and missing that shuriken again. That's gonna be costing a little bit more time to ShadowKnilMaster, making up even more big of a gap right now between these 2 runners. But you know what? You can play as good as ShadowKnilMaster is doing right now, and Fruity Waffles can actually do a comeback right now in Catacombs just based on Rockstein RNG. Rockstein is that little mage that we have seen so far through the whole Catacombs, summoning minions and things like that. But at the end, you gotta fight it. At the end of Catacombs, you gotta fight Rockstein. And Rockstein might be on the top spot or on the low spot. the low spot is the one that you actually don't want to see. So let's get have a look here in this 50-50 coin flip. ShadowKnilMaster gonna continue its gap right now between him and Fruity Waffles, or is Roxy gonna be playing Devil's Advocate? And okay, wait a minute. Roxy is actually doing bottom. If Fruity Waffles gets a top Roxy, this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be really, really huge. That's almost gonna be tying things up. It's definitely gonna be cutting the advantage of ShadowKnilMaster in a big part. And we actually get it! We actually get it! Okay, this is a little bit of a fresh air right now for Fruity Waffles. We can see actually Fruity shaking his head, but this is actually a really good thing. You can see how much faster the fight was on the left side than it was on the right side. And I don't know the lyrics to the Bamboo song. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know the lyrics. I should know them, right? But it's something like, I like Chinese food. Chinese food is good for you. And then it goes on for like 4 or 5 more sentences that I don't know. And I don't know why I've never memorized them. Maybe one day. Maybe for the third Messenger tournament that we do at some point at GG Speedruns, maybe that's when I actually learned the song. Anyways, Bamboo Creek is a little bit of a vacation spot. This is where you want to go for spring break, for summer vacation, or you know when actually right now in winter, when there's a lot of places where there's a lot of cold, we have a little nice tropical weather in Bamboo Creek. And it's such a good vacation spot that even the game doesn't give us a boss in Bamboo Creek. However, it does gives us a lot of hard tricks, and we're gonna be seeing here the tree room right now. Okay, nicely done by ShadowKnilMaster, not dropping down there. He had enough HP, however, to drop down. That infamous tree room that has covers so many deaths in this tournament right now. And we're gonna be seeing BC11, which apparently is BC14. I didn't even know what was all this meaning about BCs and stuff like that. Oh, ShadowKnilMaster just straight up not even attempting that. Oh, but we see the dead on Fruity Waffle's side. Oh, it was the room that I was telling you about that actually covers a lot of lives. And it's one more. Actually, I kind of want to even go back. Oh, and there's another one right there. Holy cow. That room is just relentless. That's probably the room that has caused the most deaths so far right now in the tournament. I'm not even joking. This room, it's something about it. That jump to be able to go on the very top platform is a little bit jank. And those things just happen. Fruity being prepared with the expressions right there. Pulling the Lamar. I feel for Fruity. I've died. Honestly, I think every single runner in the Messenger has died at some point in time to that room. I was about to say I kind of want to go back, watch the BODs, and kind of like try to pull up some of the statistics by the end of the tournament and see how many deaths has that room caused in the tournament. Like how many deaths? Because honestly, it's got to be over 10 right now. Like, I am sure it's over 10 deaths right now. But anyways, you gotta shake things up. This is a best of 3, so just one single... Oh, it's also low in shards because of the little guy that asks for shards for bringing you back to life. I forgot his name. The little devil guy. Oh, jam. Oh, no, guys. Okay, we're now into Grotto side here for Fruity, getting the glider, getting the hit while you're gliding. Those two are going to be very important. And I think you also get the fast swim here when you went to the store, to the shop. I'm like 99% sure those are the upgrades that you get. Very interesting little sections here. For example, we're going to be seeing the DK skip. Let's have a look here. Oh, missing a shuriken. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do the DK skip with that. 2 hits on that Green Kappa. You better bail out of it because you're not going to make it no matter what you do. Properly spotted by Fruity. Yeah, he just goes for a little bit of a tiny damage boost that doesn't really add up that much time compared to, for example, the DK skip. Let's have a look and see what Fruity Waffles does on the DK room. But it's okay. Again, it's always better to bail out of tricks rather than dying. And yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a drop. Fruity Waffles getting his upgrades. He went actually to get those extra time shards, exiting off Bamboo Creek to make sure to have enough shards to be able to buy the 2 upgrades. Because otherwise, you can kind of do Grotto without the glider hit. But next level, which is Quill's Room, yeah, no way. you want to have your glider hit on Quill's Room. Oh, I didn't see what was the green Kappa movement, but I think, yeah, I was like, I don't think he was fast enough to be able to try to go for DK skip. Probably identifying that as well and bailing out of it. Again, this is a trick that if you commit to it and you don't get it, you will die. So that's okay. That's okay to just wait on those saw blades. A little bit of Magicians. We're going to be about going into Golem here on the right side, on ShadowKnilMaster's side. And here is the Golem. So, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a little kid, I used to watch a lot of Sesame Street. And in Sesame Street, we had a lot of games like to learn to count. Like, you learn to count to 1, you learn to count to 2, you learn to count to 3. Well, in the Golem, you got to learn to count to 7, because you got to do 7 hits right there in the middle. And I don't think that was a 7. Oh, that was a 7. I got to go back to my childhood and watch Sesame Street again and learn how to count to 7, because that was some crazy fast 7 hits into the middle there. You got to do another 7 right now, and then you do another shuriken, and boom, that's the way on how you defeat the first phase of this Golem in just 2 cycles. Otherwise, anything that you do different than that, you're gonna end up doing at least 3 cycles, if not even more. After that, second phase on the Golem, there's gonna be these little wisps. You also gotta do a lot of hits on the wisp. I don't even know how many. And nicely done. Honestly, that was a okay kill, and it's also pretty close to the bottom. So yeah, that was good done. That was a good job on ShadowKnilMaster's side. Gotta see Fruity Waffles. Everybody learn to count to 7 once again on the left side. If you didn't know how to count to 7 on the right side, well, you have chance number 2, and here we go. Okay, 7 hits into the middle of the spot, and there we go. He doesn't like that he got an extra hit right there. The reason for that is that because that's gonna be making the next phase a little bit more difficult, because you kind of want to take damage, actually bailing a little bit out of that damage. Very nicely done, honestly, in my opinion. I think that next to the big tree room in Bamboo Creek, I gotta say that Golem is potentially on second place about claiming deaths so far in this tournament. The Golem has definitely claimed some deaths from these messengers throughout the tournament. And well, you know what, guys, as well? ShadowKnilMaster is actually on the longest room of the game. The hold right room. And you know what else? There's actually 2 save spots in this room. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if you have noticed that, but if you haven't, well, I'm here for you. I got you. I got you with these random facts of the messenger. Gotta watch out from that pendulum. Nicely done. Pretty well killed on that bossa. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Really well executed whole right room by ShadowKnilMaster right there. Fruity Waffles is going to be starting on Quill's Room right now. At this point in time, I don't know if ShadowKnilMaster is watching the stream, but at this moment in time, if Fruity Waffles is going to be coming back into this race, it's going to be more because of a mess up on ShadowKnilMaster's side. The distance is a little bit too long at this moment in time, but like I say, this is a best of 3. So it's always good to shake those nerves. Yeah, just take those tournament jitters out of your system. There's a lot in place right now for these 2 runners, because again, this is the loser side of the bracket. So whoever loses tonight is going to be saying bye-bye to their life in the tournament. So I know they probably both want to keep to move forward. Unfortunately, that's the way tournaments work. Only one player can keep being alive on the bracket. But there's going to be another chance. There's going to be another chance. Being down 1-0 is not the end of the world. You can always do a 2 straight up wins and take the victory to home. Getting a little bit bullied in the previous room by ShadowKnilMaster, but so far so good. Taking the down pad. And now let's have a look at this room here. Okay, good green Kappa. I don't know if that was close enough. He might need to go to the left side. Yeah, definitely the left side. I mean, left side's still good compared to having to wait for that platform to move. That's when you know you screwed up some movement. Left side used to be the fastest at some point before some people ended up like even beating that cycle and still being able to go to the right side on those moving platforms before it moves. Okay, here we go. I don't know, the Queen of Blades, I think is the name of this boss. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with lore, real names. If that's not her name, I'm gonna call her that. It's gonna be the Queen of Blades. I'm not sure if he's got enough damage. We might see some whips here. Decides to... Oh, that was amazing. Even decides to hold on to that shuriken, not taking that extra damage point. It was looking a little bit tight, but manages to pull up without the whips. So very, very, very nice fight on ShadowKnilMaster side. And that's just putting potentially the last nail in the coffin on this first race, because that's hard. Oh, and even that did. We can even see Fruity Waffles is just laughing it off right now. Yeah, you know what? It happens. There's sometimes that you get runs like that. And also another thing that happens, ShadowKnilMaster is actually getting a pretty good run. So maybe it's okay to screw up when your opponent is having an amazing run, because you know what? That way you are not gonna potentially have a loss with an actual really good race on your side. So how about if maybe next race you get a really good run and maybe your opponent has a bad run? You know what? That's like, because that happens. So it is completely fine right now. I always think that my worst runs is okay that my opponent had an amazing run on those, because I could have potentially lost even if I had a good run. So it is fine. It is fine to take out all the bad luck, take out again all the tournament jitters when your opponent is actually playing good, because that way you can potentially do the comeback on the next one. ShadowKnilMaster just flying through fire to searing cracks right now. Oh, we see the whip. And it actually damaged Fruity Waffles a little bit. Just missing one hit. He has to watch that end of animation. Okay, luckily, it was not another death right there. Oh, you know what? I think I gotta actually update the bot. With the links to these amazing runners competing tonight. Always remember to check out the runners' channels as well. Give them a follow, support them. Without runners, we wouldn't be able to have events like this one. Yeah, I know. Here at GG Speedruns, we do the behind the scenes and all that. But we cannot do behind the scenes if we don't have people participating in the events. So thank you so very mucho, as always, for everybody that tunes in for these, signs up for these, puts off time of the week to be able to come to these races, for all the voluntary commentaries as well. Yeah, thank you so much to everybody that usually watches this type of events. I really, really do appreciate it. Remember, we're going to be continuing to having more and more events and GG Speedruns. We're past our 5th year anniversary now, so yeah, we always want to strive to do more and more and more and more. So yeah, if you like this type of stuff, you like speedrunning, you like certain charity events every so often, other type of events like break the records and things like that, definitely make sure to check out all the other events that we have a lot of times going on here at GG Speedruns. Anyways, on the right side, we have Kolos and Sai, apparently. I could have sworn that their name is Kolos and Suses, but apparently it is Kolos and Sai, according to Nufi. So I'm gonna go with that. In Nufi, I trust. It was actually a pretty nice fight, and like I say, ShadowKnilMaster continues to have an amazing run right now. And if you wanna fail a run on your tournament match, again, it's potentially the one that your opponent is doing crazy good. Because who knows if your opponent is going to be able to keep that consistency going into the other runs. Oh, very nicely done. Very nice. One towel jump right there. And you know what, guys? If there's anybody in chat If you're lurking or not lurking, make sure to come down and put those shovel, please, for the glacial peak right now. Amazing music in this game, throughout the whole game, to be honest. I know we only get to listen to the 8-bit section right now, but the whole game. And if you have never played it, I really like this category because it's not gonna spoil the whole game. It honestly spoils like not even 1/3 of the game. If we see how long any percent is, and if we take that into consideration as how the general length of the game is, it's probably about a quarter of the game. So that's what I like a lot about this run as well. That if you're new to the game and you see this and you're like, holy cow, this looks amazing, you can still get to play like a good 3/4 of the game without being spoiled by the speedrun. And not only that, the dialogues on this game, the dialogues are pure gold. I absolutely 100% advise that anybody that hasn't played this game and you're into like some type of 2D platformers or Metroidvanias, spoiler alert, definitely try the Messenger out. Okay, not Brazilian jump. Let's see if we got, no, doesn't go for the one-tail jump right there. Shovel, please. Let's go. See, Fruity Waffles is actually getting the shovel, please, out. Let's go. Nice teleport. The nice climb right now into Glacier Peak for ShadowKnilMaster, and he's going to be moving into the Tower of Time, or also the Tower of Doom, however you want to call it. Both names are fitting. The Tower of Resets, the Tower of Deaths. Let's see how it goes for ShadowKnilMaster. I'm not sure if Shadow actually potentially watches the restream, and if he knows that he's this far ahead, he would potentially take it like very slow right now. I'm really not sure. Or on the other side, he might just go for crazy strats, because he also has some time to spare. Oh, the swag strats on Fruity Waffle's side. Nicely done. Taking advantage of those ice mechanics, those ice physics, and just crouching his way through that little bit of a zigzag section. Right, let's go ahead and have a look here. We're going to be seeing the early crystal first, followed up by the Hail Mary. Okay, early crystal goes pretty well. Or crystal abuse, not... see, I'm changing the name of everything here. Here goes the Hail Mary, and that's a... Oh, he missed that damage. It was looking good. He can get a little bit of a backup, but it's not as effective. Oh, and he's gotta be careful. And he lost that little bit of extra HP. It's not really gonna matter. It's gonna be getting 3 extra HP here in a second, anyways. In the save, in the save spot. Okay, now let's see this little bit of a part. Nice damage boost. Nicely done. Gotta be careful. These Wish Ropes. Wish Ropes can be a little bit of a trolls, like a lot of times, to be honest. Okay, is that the Levi special, I think? Please tell me I got that right. Or is that the end to skip? I'm not sure which one of the two it is. Hopefully it's one of the two. It's probably not even one or the other, and I'm just saying names here. Oh, we got enough HP to do the French Connection. Are we gonna go for French Connection on ShadowKnilMaster side? Let's have a look at that. N2 is BC11. Levi Special is not... Let's go! I got it. My first guess was correct. You're right. N2 is BC11. And then there's another one that is the Kuni Cycle. I'm not sure which one is the Kuni Cycle, but I know there's a Kuni Cycle somewhere in the run. I apologize for not knowing the lore of all the tricks. I know you can get a Walk of Shame here, but then he actually had a Shuriken, so no Walk of Shame for ShadowKnilMaster. That's very important. Actually, if you get the walk of shame, we're gonna penalize you with 3 minutes. Got it. Oh, and he's Tech Cuddy. Oh, we couldn't get neither the Dos Ojos or the other strat on that room. Again, it's okay to bail out on some of these strats. Because a lot of the strats in like the Tower of Time, they can just straight up kill you as well. Like this game is crazy. It has so many strats that can just straight up kill you. I don't know why this game is so aggressive on people that is trying to go fast only. Runs are going pretty good, I think, right now for Shadow on the right side. I'm pretty sure that Fruity probably wanted a better run, but luckily for Fruity, it's just the first race so far. And this is a best out of 3, a best 2 out of 3. So there's still going to be at least one more racing here that he can use to do the comeback. And we're going to be getting the Golem, the Arcane Golem now. It's going to be time here pretty shortly for ShadowKnilMaster. He's going to be getting a 31 time. That's actually pretty good. Let's have a look at the claps and the kill here for ShadowKnilMaster. It's going to be climbing to the hand and then just staying as much on top as possible. Trying to properly use that rope dart to stay there in the head whenever the Arcane Golem decides to clap. Okay, time should be shortly here. All right, and that's going to be 1-0 for ShadowKnilMaster. Was that a PB? I mean, I see the timer blue, but I'm not sure if that was a PB. Well, if it was a PB, congratulations to ShadowKnilMaster. If it a 10-second PB, holy cow, that's a crazy huge PB. GG's to ShadowKnilMaster. And this is what I was saying. I was saying that ShadowKnilMaster was having an amazing run. And if you're Fruity, you probably want to, again, screw up the run that your opponent gets a PB. Because otherwise, even if you had a really good run, that wouldn't probably not going to be enough. So it is okay. It is okay. Now the question is Shadow going to be as consistent as this race on the second race? Or is Fruity going to be able to tie things up at 1-1? I guess we're going to be finding it out here shortly. I'm sorry, I'm missing a little bit of my voice already after half an hour. I don't know how you guys do it for like an hour or like close to 2 hours sometimes. Oh, we're going to be seeing a little bit of swag strats. Swag strats. Swag strats. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? I approve. If you know you're going to be losing the race, why not pull up the swag strats? Pull up damn swag and go out with style. Okay, so we're seeing now the Arcane Golem in Fruity Waffle side. Same strat. Try to stay on top as much as possible. And actually pretty nicely done. This was a good fight. Oh, you gotta be careful with those. You gotta be careful with those energy spheres. Oh! Oh, holy cow! Oh, man. Okay. So I think Fruity is clapping now. So I'm going to be asking if they're going to be wanting to take a break. Let's find out. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I thought Fruity Waffles was clapping because he was just... Okay, I respect this. I respect this a lot. Finish that run, yeah. Figure out what was potentially not working pretty well. I respect this 100%. And there it is. GG's to Fruity Waffles as well.